They said the queen murdered her husband on a moonless night. They were wrong. She didn't murder him out of cruelty. She did it because her heart was already dead. And I, Count Vlad Dracula, was the one who made it beat again. The first time I saw her, she was standing on her balcony, bathed in silver rain. The crown on her head glimmered like frost, her eyes cold and sharp as shattered glass. The people called her Lady Cendrienne of House Virulin, once known as Cinderella, the girl who rose from ashes to become queen. But power had burned her innocence away, leaving behind something dangerously beautiful. She ruled a kingdom drenched in fear, but that night, she looked afraid herself. I could smell the blood of the king still on her hands, and yet I didn't see a murderer. I saw a woman standing alone against a world that betrayed her. I entered her court in disguise, another noble, another pawn sent to pay tribute to the new ruler. But she noticed me immediately. Her gaze pierced through the crowd like a blade. "Who are you?" she demanded, her voice steady but her pulse trembling beneath the surface. "And why does the air around you feel like midnight?" "Merely a traveler from the east," I said with a small bow, "a man who's seen kingdoms rise and fall." Her lips curved slightly. "Then tell me, traveler, what do you see when you look at mine?" "A queen," I answered, "wearing sorrow like a crown." The court gasped, but she did not punish me. She dismissed everyone and asked me to stay. We talked for hours that night. She told me of betrayal, how King Alaric, her beloved, had once promised her love but took mistresses from the noble houses, how her fairy tale had turned into a cage gilded with lies. I didn't offer pity. She didn't want it. What she wanted was to be seen. When dawn came, she looked at me and whispered, "You're not like anyone I have ever met." "Neither are you," I thought. Night after night, I returned to her chamber. She never called for guards. We would talk, laugh softly, drink crimson wine that mirrored my own hunger. One night, lightning struck the castle walls, and we stood by the window, watching the storm claw the sky. "You know," she said, her eyes gleaming, "they call me evil now. The people whisper that I bewitched the king, that I murdered him to keep his throne." "Did you?" I asked. She didn't flinch. "He betrayed me first." I only finished the story he began. I moved closer. "Then you understand me more than anyone." She turned to me, her voice barely a breath. "What are you, Vlad?" For the first time in centuries, I told the truth. Something that should not exist. She didn't recoil. Instead, she touched my face, her fingers trembling. "Then we're both cursed, aren't we?" Her lips met mine before I could answer. The kiss was fire and eternity. After that night, we became inseparable. I would appear only when the sun vanished, slipping through her window like a secret. She ruled by day. I loved her by night. But even the moon has eyes. Rumors spread of a shadowed man seen entering the queen's chamber. She didn't care. One evening, she asked me to join her in the royal ballroom, long deserted since the king's death. "Dance with me," she said. The marble floor shimmered in candlelight as she took my hand. We moved slowly to the rhythm of silence. Her dress swirled around us like smoke. "Do you know," she whispered, "when I was a girl, I danced until my slippers broke. I thought love would save me. And now I know love destroys kingdoms." I smiled faintly. "Then let us destroy one together." Her eyes darkened, and for the first time she looked at me not as a lover, but as an equal in ruin. Weeks passed, and her strength began to fade. She hid it from her court, but not from me. I feel alive and dying at the same time," she said one night, pressing a hand to her heart. "You've been touched by darkness," I told her gently. "My darkness? Your body carries traces of me." She looked up at me in shock and wonder. "You mean?" "Yes," I said. "You carry my child." Her breath caught. A tear rolled down her cheek, not of fear but of awe. "A child of the night in the crown," she whispered. "What will she be?" "Power," I said. "Pure power. A bridge between two worlds." She smiled faintly. "Then she will be our secret. The world doesn't deserve her." She hid the pregnancy from the court, claiming illness to keep away prying eyes. I guarded her through endless nights, silencing assassins and spies who sought the queen's downfall. When the time came, she gave birth in a chamber hidden beneath the throne room, a place even the king never knew existed. The child was born beneath the light of the full moon. Her eyes were red as rubies, her skin pale as frost, her heartbeat fast yet steady, a perfect blend of her mother's will and my immortal blood. "She's beautiful," Cendrienne whispered weakly, holding her close. I nodded. "She is everything we are, and everything we could never be." We named her Saraphina. The queen kissed the child's forehead and looked at me. "Swear to me, Vladislas. If anything happens to me, you'll protect her." "I swear it," I said, "on the blood that binds us." But power attracts vultures. The council grew suspicious of the queen's seclusion. Her stepson, the late king's bastard, led a coup, claiming she had gone mad with guilt. They stormed the castle the night after Saraphina's birth. I begged her to flee with me. She refused. "If I run, they'll hunt our daughter forever. But if I stay, they'll think she died with me." Her eyes met mine, calm and unbroken. "Take her, Vladislas. Take Saraphina far from here." I didn't argue. For the first time in centuries, I obeyed a mortal's command. As I held the infant close, she reached for her mother's necklace, a crystal slipper pendant, the last trace of the girl who once danced with dreams. Cendrienne kissed my lips one final time. "I was never the innocent they said I was," she whispered. "But with you, I was alive." When the soldiers burst in, I vanished into the night with our child. Her screams echoed behind me, not of fear, but of defiance. They say the queen died by fire, locked in her throne room as her kingdom turned on her. But I know better. Before the flames took her, I saw her through the smoke, standing tall, wearing her crown, her eyes unyielding. She didn't beg. She didn't run. She ruled until her last breath. And as the castle burned, the people cheered, believing they had destroyed their evil queen. They never knew she had already changed history forever. I raised Saraphina in the shadows of my homeland. She grew quickly, faster, stronger than any mortal child. She inherited her mother's cunning and my thirst for the night. Sometimes she asked about her mother. What was she like? I told her the truth. A woman who built her throne from ashes and loved like the world was hers to command. When she turned 16, she found the pendant her mother had left behind, the glass slipper charm. She wore it always, saying it made her dreams brighter. In her I saw both redemption and danger. She was light and dark, mercy and wrath, everything her parents could never balance. Years later, whispers reached me. The kingdom of Virulin had fallen into chaos. The throne was empty, the bloodline broken. Saraphina came to me one night, her eyes burning with purpose. "Father," she said, You once told me my mother's story ended in fire. I think it's time I finish what she began. I saw in her the same fire that once burned in Cendrienne's eyes, the fire that refused to bow to fate. Then go, I said softly, but remember, your mother ruled with both beauty and terror. Choose wisely which you'll wield. She smiled faintly. Maybe I'll rule with both. Before she left, we returned to the ruins of the old castle. The walls were blackened, the throne half buried in ash. But when Saraphina touched it, a faint whisper filled the air. It was her mother's voice. My darling, you are the dream they couldn't kill. Saraphina closed her eyes, tears shimmering like glass. Then she turned to me. She's still here, I nodded. In every flame, in every heart that dares to rise from its own ashes, she looked toward the horizon. Then I'll give them a queen to remember. And with that, she walked into the dawn, a child born of blood and glass, destiny and defiance. Centuries have passed since the night my lover was taken from me, yet I still return to that ruined castle. Sometimes, when the wind carries the scent of roses and smoke, I can almost hear her laugh. Cendrienne, the woman who dared to love a monster, and in doing so became immortal in my memory. Our daughter now rules from the shadows, her name whispered in both fear and awe. Some call her the Crimson Heir, others call her the Queen of the Night. But I call her what she truly is, our secret. The world will never know the truth of her birth. They'll never believe that the greatest love story ever told began with a crime and ended with eternity. Because love, my dear, does not die. It simply changes shape, like blood in the veins of time. And as long as the night endures, so will we.